For being 4, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And Abby almost baked my cake.
What kind of cake?
A brinker cake.
Oh, nice. Do you love cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, cake is pretty good.
I love little tiny bits cake.
Do you have sprinkles? Do you put sprinkles on your cake?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ooh, that's good.
Wow.
You're up, buddy.
Okay.
Hey,
Sorry,
look.
Arlo, you're gonna have to leave the room for a little bit.
You gotta come out for a minute, sweetheart, okay? Oh, we're sorry. You'll get to come visit us soon. We gotta just do the puppy tests, okay?
Yeah, he's on video. Would you like him now?
Yes, that's just fine.
Good luck, Hank. You can do it. Don't fail.
I knew you'd be the best one for this. He's like, hold me, please. Cuddle me, love me, anything. Pick me up. Come on already. This is just how Iris was too. Yeah, okay. Let's see if you follow me now. Okay. Which I'm sure you will. Get underfoot because I'm all that matters in the world. I know. So.
Yeah, so is that underfoot?
Yeah, because he wants picked up. It's because he wants picked up. So, he's not biting at all.
No.
The reason he's underfoot is that he wants picked up.
Okay, so got underfoot.
Yeah, but he's definitely, it's only because he wants picked up, not because he's trying to exert dominance. It's a big difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Okay, not a big fan, huh? Okay, I'm gonna come down here. He does not like that. That's surprising a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But I can't tell you that I ever tested Iris for that specifically because I had seen her so much. Her breeder had a live cam on, and so I saw that she, acted submissive around all the dogs around her, right? And with me. So that's the trick for me is I'm not sure that that's the fact that he doesn't want to be submissive as much as he wants held and cuddled, not pinned down. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that one's gonna be sketchy on him. I would just remember that, write a note for yourself.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, because he wants held. He doesn't, and I'm not holding him. I'm just pinning him. Right?
Yeah.
So I would take that with a grain of salt, okay?
Okay, yeah.
For sure. Okay, where are we at next now?
Social dominance, which is the
The
petting.
petting, right.
And they say not to lean over the puppy.
Right, I want to lean back more so he has to come to me, but
Yeah.
we already know that he's going to score really well on this because that's just
Well,
what
we'll see
kind
how
of
far
puppy
he
he is.
goes. Get some big pets in.
I just wanted to give him a chance to. Okay, wait till you come back around. Oh, is that right? Are you so excited? Oh my goodness. He wants you. He doesn't want me. Do you see that? He's at your feet.
I know.
Yeah.
Trying to do this.
Let's make her boy, huh? Having a good boy. Huh? You're such a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. There's just so many distractions, but certainly he's, super people oriented. So far, him and Rusty have been most people oriented, I think.
Yeah, even now he's trying to get your hands.
Well, of course he is. Okay. Where are we at?
Elevation dominance.
Yeah, and again, I feel like this one's a lost, useless part thing for
Yeah.
them.
But
I
we'll
mean,
see
we'll
if he
do
whines.
it, but
I want to see if they make noise. Especially.
boy, he makes a lot of eye contact. Rusty did that too, though.
Not as much as Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty did it too. There, I know. You just want to look at me. Are we done now? Has it been 30 seconds?
Yeah, I think he's good. Was he relaxed?
Yeah, he was relaxed and he made eye contact.
Okay. Now retrieving. See how he does on this one. That'll be interesting. Come here. It's like he's just gonna...
Might be a total failure, huh? Because you'd rather stay with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see.
That's what Iris would do.
Yeah, I'm just
So
gonna do
the
that.
paper just isn't interesting enough.
And he was following your hand, like your hand
Right,
went out,
right,
so he's
right,
following that, and then
right.
he's going back.
Yeah,
So-
this is what Iris would do. Exactly. You can watch videos of her at 8 weeks old, bringing me anything I threw her. You know. Yeah, he's done the best on that one. And his whole purpose in life is to show me that he's got a toy, right? And get me to play with him with the toy. Okay, where are we at next?
Touch sensitivity.
Okay. All right, little man. Let's see those paws.
Yeah,
You don't like that so much.
I'm gonna call it at 4.
You don't like that as much, huh? Okay. But it's relatively normal. Right? Okay, oh, here's Sue's. All right, now, see, I have all these pages, but they're all the same page.
Yeah,
That's
because
my
I
problem.
reorganized them because I didn't want them getting.
That's fine. I'm just,
Look what he did. Look what he did. He brought you the paper.
oh yeah, look at that. Right, because that's his purpose, is to do what I want.
It's like, I think you dropped this.
Right, he's very clearly, like, I want to serve you,
Yeah.
be my friend, right?
Yeah.
All the way, you know. Yeah, more even so than Rusty. That, you know what I mean? It's not just like, here, you need to have this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's just like, yeah, come on, let's do it.
Okay, I'm ready for the sound too, if you want to get him away.
Yep. All right, little man, follow me. That's easy, right?
Oh my goodness. Heck. And he's like, oh, are you ready to too? Wow.
But do you notice what
I don't
got
know
him
if
to
he's-
come to you?
The sound? Or.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Voice.
Oh.
He didn't come to you until he heard your voice.
Okay, interesting.
Now, to me, I would be like, you win the contest. Because he wasn't scared by the loud noise. But the second he heard your voice, he went to you. That's, you know what I mean? Wow. I like that. That's well done, Heck. Nice job. I mean, you know, only because you need resilient service dogs. You know, they have to be okay with weird stuff happening around them a lot.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I
right.
do wish they showed curiosity, but that'll be
Yeah.
for later.
Yeah, where? Okay,
Now we're on site. So that's the towel,
right.
which is over here.
Yeah, because he didn't back off at all.
And now he's right into the text.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna. We should do well on this, but we'll see. You never know, right? Well, first he has to see it though. Gotta get it right past their face. Yeah. And you like stuff too, don't you? Yeah. Especially if it's something attached to me, huh? This
That's
It's
sound.
just a lot of noise.
Yeah.
So that's not, you can't use that as him getting away from his toy, because that's not what's happening. And look, he wants you instead of the toys. Oh my goodness. But you're gonna have some fun, huh? You see that Lowy is like Rusty. They're like, oh, yeah, we're gonna interact with stuff you give us. You see what I mean? It's just such a big difference because his world is revolving around what we gave him, whereas Sue could care less. I mean, she don't want anything to do with any of it. She's just like, I don't care about you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see my world and do my thing. You know, she's just gonna have to be a herder. She's wonderful, but she's gonna be a herder, not a no service dog, unfortunately. I know you wanted a girl, but she's not gonna work.
I want a good service dog is what I
Yes,
want.
more importantly, right?
And the umbrella.
Yeah. Whoop, this one popped early. I see I got it in all the way. Oh yeah, it's because of my hands. And I feel like what you're looking at with Heck is that because it's in my hand, he wasn't scared at all. You know?
Do you want to back away from the umbrella a little bit? See
Yeah.
if he wants to investigate on his own.
The problem is much more that he's more interested in what's going on in the kitchen because he can see Abby and he adores Abby.
I'm doing showed little or no interest. Because it was like,
But if you looked, he did it first. I would give him,
just sat and looked, but did not move towards the umbrella.
no, that wouldn't work either. Just let's see here. I mean, it's tricky because, here, let's just try one more with a different umbrella. Okay, just to see if it's, I'm worried that it was the noise in the kitchen but we'll see. See? The kitchen's quiet now. Do you see the difference? He's seated, but it's just you have to be able to write yourself notes.
Yeah.
Because right now Abby's right here making cakes.
Yeah.
Right? So you just have to write yourself notes that yes, he's curious. Right? He was curious as soon as it was in my hand. But she's also right here making a cake and he adores her. Right? Because normally you don't want them to be able to see someone they love during the test, ideally.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be fair to say he showed no interest because
That's why it was like, it was a little interest. And he's the only one to bite the umbrella at the end. But that doesn't count. But, you know.
yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, so he's done. All right. Now, just well, we know he'll give you endless eye contacts.
Yeah, I won't make it up.
Someone who hasn't been playing with you all day.
And he's just squirming. He doesn't want to be even that old. He used to just like, with all the puppies, you could just hold him like that and they didn't care.
Yeah, but now just hold him close to you, not in the air, and see what he does. He was just scared because you're holding him out here. If you hold a human baby out there like that, they're afraid of getting dropped. This is why
Okay,
he knows
it's
enough
age.
now.
Yeah.
Right, he knows enough now that if he falls down there, he's gonna get hurt.
Okay.
So get him where it's safe and then see how, right, so you have to right, he didn't know that he could fall when he was little. He's fallen more than once at this age because he's tumbling, all puppies, right? You know.
When he's,
Squirming. Try when you're down. Try sitting down and see.
yeah.
Or
that's a good
does he
idea.
just want me now because I just did all this with him and you didn't?
Well, he's always curious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you like this.
Yeah, I guess
Oh.
it's just, that's fine. okay, a massive advantage is that he has been held by children his whole life. So he's had so much socialization,
Yeah.
right? But there's gonna be, right, like our whole elevation dominance test part, it's useless because they've been picked up so much, right? But, you know, and there's gonna be a little bit of a, oh, I might fall, right? Because when we're down here, he's all in, you know. Yeah, sit flat and just try to cuddle and see how he
I
does.
want to put you in my lap.
Yeah. And see, he doesn't want it right now, does he? Did you try that with Rusty?
No.
All right. But, and also though, we got Rusty before the nap.
Yeah.
So Rusty was tired, so it would have been a little unfair.
And Rusty had already been outside, actually. He was the one that they took out
Right.
when he was wet.
Right. So
I don't know.
he's,
There's a lot of variables.
yeah. So he's ready to play. He's not ready to sit still.
Yeah.
He's ready to burn energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it's fair to say, oh, you don't want to
Yeah.
play because what?
Yeah.
If
No.
you get a toy,
Totally.
he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll play with you. Come on, I'll bring you the toy. Let's play, cause I want to play now.
Heck, come here. Come here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let me see.
He just doesn't want to sit still.
Any sound, and he's like, that's what his brain is locked onto. And
Yeah.
nobody.
And he wants to
Giving me
kiss
love.
you and right.
Oh, here. You are so cute.
Yeah, he's
You are
just.
so cute.
I think he just wants to play at this point.
Yeah.
I used to have to tell my son because my son would always want to hold Iris at this age, and I'm just like, well, obviously she was a little older. I got her on 8 weeks to the day, but you know he'd want her to stay on his lap, and he'd start keeping her there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, and then she'd go hide behind the TV. It's like, do you see that? That's because you're not letting her. They need to. It's really important for them to develop self-confidence. That you do not force your will on them at all. You have to develop a trusting relationship. And my son doesn't have that trust with Iris because he's pinned her too many times to pet her. Not like where she's crying or anything. You know, she loves him. But still, you could tell she didn't want to be there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She wanted to get up. And that things like that are really, really important when you're building that relationship because they also gain a lot of self-confidence when they are gaining some autonomy. They have to, you know, they have to be able to go see the world out there and then come back to you, right?
And I guess one thing that does kind of scare me is that he's so much like Ruben, our dog, and I don't really like Ruben.
Yeah, well, that's a problem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just think about that because it's
Yeah.
the neediness of like I can't do anything on my own unless you're
Right.
one step
And if
with me.
if he's too needy,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So you need to just keep right.
And that's
We did his whole test, right?
yeah, and that's what I want to see how Michael do.
Yep.
What's next?
He's next. Okay.
Oh, thank
Yeah, I think that so far Rusty and Heck have both done, you know, reasonable, but right. It's just